now. We have Ben with us.
Oh, that was fantastic. So thank you, Rose. Whew. It's amazing how nervous I get just sitting there in the chair, and then I get up here and I feel really relaxed. So I don't know why. Apparently I'm just supposed to be up in front of people. But yes, today, so as Rose mentioned and Mike mentioned, today I'll be passing messages along from a being who's been wanting to come speak with all of you. I don't know. I know some things that'll be said, but I really don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. So bear with me. They may not resonate specifically with you, but it'll be someone else in the house that it may resonate for. So, but today I really wish to speak about how the world will change. And we wish for you to know that the world is going to change. It is going to change, and you are a part of it. Everything that you are doing, every thought, every moment that you have is part of that change. Now, yes, the world is going to change. It does not mean it's necessarily going to change immediately. But you must know that the thoughts that you are having every day are going to help make that change. Now, the question is, what type of thoughts do you want to have? Do you want to have thoughts of negativity, of judgment? Or do you want to have thoughts of love? Because that's going to make the difference in what type of change we're going to have. If you wish to hold those thoughts of love and you decide to let go of those thoughts of judgment that you are having every day in your life, you will start to help us change the world towards love. Because that's what it's really all about. It's about love. Period. There's nothing else to it. You are love. God is love. Everything is love. And you have to live it. You have to live it. There's no other way about it. If you wish to make that transition, if you would like to go to that fifth density, you have to let go of those thoughts. Those thoughts of those concerns, those angers, the jealousy, that judgment, you have to let them go because they serve no purpose for you. They absolutely serve no purpose for you, for the person that you're thinking of, for the world that you exist in. It's only with the thoughts of love that you are going to make the change to this world that you wish to have. And you all wish it, or else you would not be here. You would not be here. And we tell you, you are all on the right path. We all want to know, are you ready to release that energy that you're holding into yourself that is holding you back? Because within each and every one of you is a little piece of judgment that you need to let go. And that is the biggest thing we want to ask of you. Everything you think about has to be love. To even judge something as good is a judgment. To judge things as bad is a judgment. But if you can allow yourself to just understand that everything is coming from love, you don't even have to think about it as coming from love. It just is love. Then you will release those thoughts of judgment and you will start to live that life of love, purity within your heart. And you will see it within everyone else. Despite what they're thinking. Despite what they're saying, despite the judgments they're having, you're going to be living in a state of pure love that you're going to see in their heart. You're going to see that love, even if it's a tiny speck of light. You're going to be able to see into their soul and see that light. Send it love. Send it energy. Brighten it up. They may not know they need it, but you know. You know that they need it. So even when you see someone out there doing something that you do not agree with, you have to find a way to send them love. Because that's the only way you can help change the world. It's with these loving thoughts that you have going forth all day, every day, not only about yourself, but about everyone that's around you. It's how you're going to cultivate that energy that's needed to change the world. So when we think about where the world is going, it's going to a place where everyone is united. Just as Rose was saying, everyone will be united together. There will be no more wars, no more famine, no more greed. It is coming. The question becomes, how quickly is it coming? And that we can't even tell you. Because it's up to all of you. It's the choices that you are making every day, every moment, even your thoughts that are going on right now. Those are what's going to make the difference. That's what's going to get you there. This planet yearns for it. This society yearns for it. It wants it. You can see it. But you sometimes have to look for it. There's a lot that gets shared, that gets put in your faces of fear, trying to hold you back, trying to grab your attention. Do not allow that energy to bring you down. Don't judge it. It's something that's happened in the world, yes. Send it love. Send it energy. When you bring your energy down and you start to feel sorry, like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You're actually bringing the energy down there. You're bringing your energy down. And you can't send as much love if you do this. So we ask you, when you see something on the news that does not agree with you, do not feel sorry, feel love. Send your energy there. Bring that energy back up because it needs it. It needs all of you sending that energy there. And when this world starts to think like this, starts to believe this, the world shall change. And as the collective consciousness continues to raise its energy up, raise its thoughts up, less and less of those things that you see in your news will start to go away. Here becomes the question then. So what does the news speak of then? What's left? Weather. No. Their only thing left is to share the love. Oh, okay. Well, now think about this. So the news is no longer showing fearful messages, but is sharing loving messages. What happens to all those people who are out there who are addicted to watching the news? Now they're seeing loving messages. That love is being sent into them. And with those loving messages, they start to think more loving. They start to send their energy out, which continues to raise the energy. It's a domino effect. And it's happening every day. Every day it is happening. It may be hard to recognize because you're living it moment to moment. But if you can take a step back and look at it, how it's come over the past 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 150 years, whatever. You can see the changes that have occurred. It may not be as fast as you hope they would be. But those dominoes are falling. They are falling. The question becomes, do you want to go ahead and start pushing that next domino? And we ask you, do it. Don't hold back. Don't be shameful. Don't be shameful of who you are and the love you wish to spread to this world. There is such a fear within all of you to be open, to share your hearts to someone you don't even know. But I can tell you that other person is thinking the same thoughts as you. They have those same thoughts that they want to open up to you too. But who's going to be that one that's going to push the domino? Who's going to be the one that opens their heart up first? We ask it to be you. Be that one. Be willing to take the risk. Because in reality, there is no risk because they're thinking the same thing as you. So what really is the risk? It's the false feeling inside that you're going to be vulnerable and someone's going to take advantage of you. And there will be times that happens. But for the one time it happens, 100 other times, it's going to work out unbelievably. So don't think about the one time, think about the 100 times. And continue to push forward. Continue to make a difference. Continue to allow yourself to be open, to share. Watch the children. They are teaching you. They are your greatest teachers. Watch them. See how they interact with each other. They are the greatest teachers among you. I tell you this with certainty. Watch how they love each other. They hug each other. They let their emotions out. But in a lickety-split, they can get past those emotions. They don't hold on to them. And they may be hugging 2 seconds later. Live like the children. The children are the path for you. If you can be like a child, you will help change the world. It's difficult for you. We understand this. The world that you have cultivated and created over the many thousands of years has taught you not to do this. But we are asking you to help change this. To help make that difference. To be childlike. To want to just dance. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to go up and hug a stranger. It's okay to tell them that you love them. Because they need it. If you have that feeling, they need it. And you're willing to give it. Because you want to change the world. If you allow this, if you allow this into your heart, these messages, and it's absolutely your choice if you want to listen to these messages or not. We can only ask it. We can always share it. But if you are willing to, the dominoes will fall faster. The world will change faster. Mankind will change in a way that you can't even believe. It's going to take time. We are not going to lie. But the faster you can open yourself up, it's just that much faster that this world can change. And there will come a time. There will come a time where everyone is living their childlike nature openly. They are sharing their heart openly. They are sharing their emotions openly. They are not afraid to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is the key. It is the key to where your civilization is going. Because once you can start to be vulnerable with each other at a physical and emotional level, you can start to be vulnerable at an energetic level. Now you start making an energetic connection between each other. You allow them to enter into your world to see who you are, to see into the past even. As you start to telecommunicate with each other. And the person that you might be telecommunicating with is going to know what you need help with and what they can provide to you with you not even having to ask it. It's kind of scary to be that open, that they can know your thoughts. But that is where you're going. And there is nothing wrong with it. Because when you get to that state, those thoughts you are having are thoughts of love. And the people you're conversing with, they just want to get you to an even further state of love. And they're going to show you how. And you're going to show them how. That's the type of world you're moving to. That is the type of life you're going to. But in the end, it starts with love. I come back to the very beginning of the message. It all has to do with love coming from your heart and sharing it with everyone in your life. Everyone. Because when you choose not to share it, what are you doing? You are judging them. I choose not to give you love for some reason because I have a judgment about you. Is that fair to them? Is that fair to you? No. So share your love. Because in the most difficult situations, with the most difficult people, if you can share your love still, you have let go of all judgment. Because you can see within them. You can see that speck of light. This is a lot to take in. Very basic at its nature, but it's a lot to take in. And it's not easy to live this way because you have not been taught this way. We get it. We can see some of your thoughts. That's never going to happen. Hell no, I'm not putting my guard down. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Someone takes advantage of it? Yes. That could happen. Someone uses it against you? Potentially. But you have to take the risk. That's the only way you're going to make a difference. Because someone has to do it. If no one does it, no one takes the risk. Nothing's going to change. This world will continue to repeat the patterns it's been repeating for many thousands of years. Over and over and over again. Take the risk. See where it takes you. You may be astonished. I will say this again. You will be astonished at some of the amazing people that you will start to connect with that you never would have if you didn't take the risk. Take the risk. Take the risk and open up yourself. As we said earlier, live like a child. This is the path. If you do this, you will see a great many changes, and we thank you for this. So thank you.
Before we have a closing prayer, we'd like to bring up Alan Tutt. He had a few words to share that it's kind of a timely, appropriate thing he'd like to share with us tonight, and might give us a laugh or two and maybe open our eyes a bit too.
Actually, it is very prophetic, I believe, that what I am about to do tonight happened tonight because I was going to do... everyone can sit down. This is going to take... you can sit down. This is going to take a few... I was originally going to do this a few weeks ago, but then things transpired where it couldn't happen then, and then a few other things happened. So tonight happened to be the next night that it was even possible to do this. But before I continue, I need to call forward Mr. John Davis to come up to the front of the room, please. You're going to get it tonight, Johnny. This man is a grand example of exactly what Ben was talking about. He is love personified. He is always here of service in every capacity you can imagine. Not only is he director of the Coptic Fellowship, the center here, scheduling events, making sure everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, and all the other high-level activities. But you may not know this, but he's also the guy who takes out the trash, who vacuums the floor. He does everything. And I remember reading one time, a long time ago, that greatness is not in reaching any extreme, but in being able to touch two extremes at the same time. This is that man. And I think I can speak for everyone here and say that we all love and appreciate the service that you provide here at the service, or here at the center. Am I right?
Yes.
Let's show them how much we appreciate it. At a loss for words, I've forgotten a lot of my words, but what I would like to do, and because of how much you mean to all of us here, I would like to present to you what I believe to be the first ever Hamid Bey Award for Outstanding Service. I do have something else here for you, too. And while a part of me would like to say that this is repayment for an ancient debt, it's probably safer to say that this is a mere symbol of the value that we all see in what you do here. And even though the certificate, we hope that that will impart a small token of our appreciation to you, this is also an example, a demonstration of what we see in the value of what you do. So I hope that you will accept this banknote issued by the government of Zimbabwe in 2008 for the amount of $10 billion. That's all we have.
Thank you, Alan, and blessings to you, John. And there's probably more realism to the $10 billion than many of us realize these days.